everyone, welcome back. I am Scott, and if you subscribed to my channel a long time ago and you forgot who I am, I'm sorry. I know, it's been a long time. I still have my Mustang GT. I'm sitting in it right now. And yeah, so if you did forget who I am, my name is Scott. I'm from San Diego, California. I drive a completely stock 2012 Mustang GT, and I've had it for just about 3 years now. Almost 3 years. It's been about 2 years and 10 months. I bought it in January 2016, and it is October 2019 right now. So yeah, coming up on 3 years already. It's just amazing. Time absolutely flies, and it seems like this car is still new to me for some reason. I think part of the reason is that I don't drive it all that much. I'm pretty sure that's why. I know it's been a long time since my last update. It's been well over 2 years, I'm sure. Anyway, since that time, I've quit my main job, and I'm working now from home. I am self-employed, which means that I don't drive this car very often. I have a 2010 Honda Fit that I daily drive. I use that for everything, going to the store, you know, running errands, whatever, because I live in a busy part of San Diego, and it's very dense. Parking isn't very good anywhere, so the Fit is perfect for that, and the Mustang, not so much. But I love the Mustang. Even though I don't drive it that much, and I hate to admit this, but I've only been driving this thing approximately 14 miles a week for the past year and a half. I know, it's such an amazing car. I should be driving it more, but I'm not, which is crazy. It sounds nuts for me to even say that. I think that's the first time I've ever said that out loud since I left my job. So anyway, I guess that means this car has been in storage, even though it technically hasn't. I've been driving it once a week, 14 miles a week, and it sits outside. It's not sitting in a garage covered somewhere. It's definitely out in the elements. It's getting rained on. It's getting pooped on from all the birds, and all the dust is piling on it. I mean, San Diego is a very dusty place. So yeah, I know I should be driving this car more, but anyway, the important thing to note is that I still have this car. Yes, I still love this car. Yes, and in terms of how it's been going, I think that's the point of this entire video. It's going to be a 3-year update. It's close enough. It's not quite 3 years, but it's close enough. So yeah, let's do this. So starting it up is always a fun thing. It sounds so good compared to my Honda Fit. I'm sure I don't even have to explain that. This car it's a beast. It's completely stock, as I said. And I know I'm that guy who drives a completely stock Mustang GT. I mean, how does that even happen? I do have custom wheels on it though, which I guess means it's slightly modified. Slightly, not really, probably not really. I mean, compared, if you think about the Mustang community and what people do to their cars normally, putting wheels on a car is not considered modifying it. But anyway, I'm going to leave it stock simply because it does sit outside, and I don't drive it very often, and it's not really worth modding all that much. Not only that, I don't have a lot of money now since I'm self-employed, and you know, money's tight. But whatever. All right, let's do this. It's a little bit chilly here in San Diego this morning, 58 degrees. A lot of moisture on the car. A little bit foggy out too, so it's a little bit hard to see. Remember in my earlier videos where I was complaining about the clutch and how grabby it was and how difficult it was to pull away from a stop? I'm still feeling that. It's not easy. It's getting better though. Even though I don't drive this car that much, I am feeling like it's becoming something that's very familiar to me, which it should after 3 years. So, windows all fogged up. I don't know if you can see that, but man, it just feels so good to be driving a manual transmission after driving my Honda Fit around all the time. It's just two completely different kinds of cars. It's amazing. So the first thing I want to talk about is performance. I've had this car for 3 years now, and when I first bought it, I was just blown away by how fast it was. I came from a 1996 Mustang GT, which only had, what, 210 horsepower? So that was a big step up. And yeah, this car really blew me away. The few times that I drove it. I just couldn't get over how fast it was. And I'll give you a little, the car's cold, I don't want to get on it too hard, but just give you a little preview of what I like about this car. Love that. Love that. However, we are in traffic now on the freeway, so all the fun is over. This is San Diego. You never really get a lot of chances to have fun and really wind it out, but oh well. This is morning rush hour. Anyway, performance, yes, I am still very much satisfied with this car, and the performance, it still feels very fast to me every time I drive it, even though it's completely stock. I have no plans of modifying it, at least for now. I've always been saying that, for now, but I never do modify it. Chances are I probably won't. I'll probably end up getting a new car before I ever consider modifying this one. The car has got 48,141 miles on it right now, and it's plenty fast for me. I'm not going to do anything more to it. It's perfectly fine. So all is good on the performance front. I got no complaints. The suspension is still soft to me. The car, it does feel big. I mean, compared to my Honda Fit, of course, and my 96 Mustang GT that I had. It's definitely a big car. It doesn't feel so big to me anymore, but I just wish the suspension was a little bit tighter. This is the premium package. I don't think that came with upgraded suspension or anything, but it could definitely be tighter, for sure. All right, so what about reliability? I'm very impressed with this car. I cannot complain at all. Much like my 96 Mustang GT that I had, I've had zero problems with this car. It's been absolutely great. I've had one minor issue with the battery, but that's just a regular maintenance item, which goes bad every now and then, so that's no fault of the Mustang. It was sort of my fault, I guess, because I did let the car sit for so long and I didn't drive it that much. The battery was kind of weak when I bought it, and leaving the car sitting between drives definitely didn't help. So it was about this time last year that the battery finally died, and I had to get that replaced. And I actually took it to the Ford dealership, which I know, that's stupid. I could have changed the battery myself, but I had to do the recall on the airbag, which was kind of a big thing. God, just listen to this. Ah, it's just so good. Just, that's, oh, I can't even put into words how much I love that. So yeah, other than the battery, the car has been flawless. I haven't had any issues. Though, that reminds me, when I did that pull there, it was maybe a year ago, I was getting on the freeway. I wasn't even getting on the freeway that hard. I was just merging into traffic. And the car stuttered a little bit, and it flashed the check engine light. And then after a couple seconds, it was gone. It was fine. And that never came back, so I have no idea what that was. And I've always been concerned about that happening every time I get on it like that, but it's never come back. So I don't know, just if it's not gonna do that again, I'm not gonna be worried about it. So you just can't be worried about those kinds of things. And oh yeah, we're into a little bit of traffic here. Got the police up here, closed off a lane. Okay, so this I guess this is one bad thing about a Mustang GT with a 6-speed manual. I'm on a 6% grade. It's probably a 7% grade uphill, and coming to a stop here almost. It's hard on a clutch, and it's a big, heavy car. You got to keep it rolling a little bit because it's really difficult to keep rolling without stalling. Oh, I see. There's a big tree that fell down in the middle of the road. I don't know if you can see that, but oh well. So yeah, maintenance, not a problem. Reliability, not a problem. This car has been great, and I just couldn't be happier. It was a good purchase in that regard. It's been a good purchase in every regard, as you can probably tell. So, and that leads me to my third point, which is overall satisfaction. After 3 years of ownership and approximately how many miles I put on this car, I've only put, oh my god, this is embarrassing. I've only put 5,000 miles on this car in 3 years of ownership. I know, that's sad. I need to drive this thing more. But anyway, I'm completely satisfied. This was an amazing purchase. I was a little bit skeptical at first simply because it was a big car and it was so different than any other car that I've ever owned. But the engine more than makes up for it. The 5.0 Coyote V8 is an amazing engineering marvel, I should say. I don't know, that sounds stupid, but I can't think of a better way to describe it. It's a brilliant engine, and I mentioned it before in other videos that it's probably one of the best engines I've ever experienced in a car, ever. It's just so torquey all the way through the power band, all the way up to redline, which my old Mustang wasn't. So it's amazing. Amazing. I wonder how many times I've said amazing in this video. I don't know. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this update. It's been 3 years, and I guess the moral of the story is, if you're thinking about picking up a used 2012 Mustang GT, 2011, 2013 maybe, do it. Absolutely do it. Especially if it's been well maintained. If you have service records for it, if the previous owner can provide those, definitely jump all over it. It's an incredible car, an incredible daily driver. I used to daily drive this thing, but since I don't drive every day now, I guess it's kind of technically a daily driver, but not really, sort of. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I just want to let you know that this video right here is going to be the start of a lot more videos of this 2012 Mustang GT. I know I've been slacking. I've been working on a different YouTube channel and some different projects, and I miss making car videos. I really do. This is an amazing car. I have it. It's paid off. I'm not going to sell it, so I might as well be making some videos about it. I love this thing, and I love to share my experience. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, because there's lots of good stuff coming.